Okay, today I'm going to show you how to put together the fireplace surround with the LED insert. This is the bottom of the unit, or you could call it the hearth, and we're going to start with this as the base. Now, first thing we're going to do is take the side surrounds like this, and we're going to put them on here, and we're going to line up on the back where we have some red lines right here. Then what I'm going to do is I want to make sure that everything is nice and flush in the front and to the edges. And the lines will be lined up that I have pre-marked on here. And then you're going to take a drill and screw these in. Then we're going to do the same thing with the other side. Now it's important that, like I said, these red lines or black lines are lined up and that the edges are pushed up against here. So now we have the two surround sides to the fireplace unit here. Okay, now this is the top mantle of the unit. This is a board that the face trim board is going to go against. So we just simply set this on top. We're going to line up the marks in the back. And we're going to make the back of these sides flush with the back of this mantle. Everything's looking good. Now we're going to go ahead and drill these in the back the same way, making sure that everything's flush. I marked it that it's the bottom of the top mantle, and this red line here is going to be lined up with the side surround sound. Now we're going to take, and these screws are our pre-drilled holes, and we're going to tighten those down. So same thing on the left side, and I marked left on here, but it's left looking from the back of the mantle. And it's perfectly lined up. You can see right there, we want this flush with the top. Of course, you can do this with a regular screwdriver too. Okay, now this is the bottom trim board, and I clearly mark it on the back. It says slide this in the slot on the bottom. Right here, I have a slot that this board or trim board is going to fit into. So you fit it right in here. It's going to be a tight fit. You fit it in like that. Now, I designed it like this so we got a little bit leeway. For instance, if it's not sitting tight enough up to the LED insert, you can raise this up a little bit, like this. And if for some reason there wasn't enough room, it could actually be trimmed down as well. The reason for the variance is some of the manufacturers, they're stating that it's one size, and I'm finding out that there's some variances with the sizes. So I think it's safest if we have a trim board that can be flexible like this. Now on the back of the trim board, there are boards that we have screws that will go into and tighten up to secure this very tight to the back of this. Okay, so now we have to put in this top fascia board. We're going to take and we're going to put this here. You see these mounts that we have right here? These mounts are going to be tightened down to this trim board with screws in the back, and we have pre-drilled holes for that. So you want to put this on there like that. Easier if you got two people. Okay, so from the back side of the unit, we're going to, again, just like on the bottom, we're going to slide it in the slot. We have this back piece behind the top trim board, and we also have another board in the front which creates a slot. And this will slide up like that. And then we're going to take these pre-drilled screw holes, holding it tight in there so that it's nice and flush. Tighten it down. Now don't go too tight or you'll go right through the board. To prevent the unit from tipping forward, which it's really not going to do because the base is so wide on it, just for safety reasons, you can take a 2x4 like this, and this would be secured to the wall. So you secure that to the wall. You could use butterfly toggles or drywall anchors, and that would be on the wall. Then when you push the unit against the wall, it slides over this, and you can drill a couple of trim screws in here. If you don't want to do that, you could just use some liquid nails, but this would be an added safety feature to keep it stable. So the Fireplace unit that I'm showing in this video is done in golden oak for those that are interested, and it's a smooth finish with rounded corners, but still has a farmhouse look to it. We can also do it in any color combination that you want. We can do it in a distressed finish. We can do just the top mantle to look like a barn beam if you want, and make it more chopped and rough sawn. In addition to the color and the way we treat the wood, I can also custom make to any size that you want. This one is 48 inches high and 60 inches wide, but we can do whatever size, length combination that you want. Just let me know and I'll give you a quote. This is the unit all put together, and it's ready to have the LED fireplace inserted into the opening. And that's going to be explained in the manual that you received with the LED insert.